Come on down here in the woods with me. We're going to do an unboxing on the new Garrett Ace 400 metal detector. This is a new line of metal detectors Garrett's coming out with to replace the old Ace series. It's kind of an upgraded version of that line. And the 400 is the upper level of the entry-level machines, from what I understand. And they're going to go on sale nationwide on April 1st, which is just a couple days from now. Why they picked April 1st, I have no idea. It's kind of weird, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But anyway, Garrett was very generous and they gave us one to not only help celebrate this new line and their anniversary, but also to help Bird Dog and I launch our new website, Aquachigger.com. Now you have seen that we're already selling t-shirts and we have some stickers, but we're going to start carrying a full line of metal detectors as well, including the Garrett line. We already have Garrett lined up, and if you go to Aquachigger.com right now, you can buy a machine from us. You can't buy the 400 for a couple days, but you can buy it from us. And you know what? We're going to throw in a t-shirt and a sticker to everyone who buys a machine from us, at least for a limited time. Maybe forever, who knows? Bird Dog wants to do it forever, so he's the mastermind behind this, so maybe that's what we'll do. But anyway, let's go ahead and walk on down here and take a look at the 400. We'll unbox it, we'll put it together, and then we're going to test it after I study up on it, because I have no idea about the A-Series. I've never used one, but now I'm going to get my chance, and I'll be able to tell you if they really work and if they're worth the money. And I promise you the truth on that. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the brand new Garrett Ace 400. This is their new line of entry-level metal detectors, and I believe the 400 is kind of like the high end of the entry levels, and they're going to have some machines underneath that. But what we have here is one in the box. I have not taken it out of the box yet. I don't know what it looks like, and I have no idea how to use it. But what we're going to do today is we're going to take it out of this box, and we're going to put it together and look at the instructions and just get a kind of a feel for it. And then tomorrow or the next day, we're going to do a giveaway with this machine. But only after I get a chance to use it and give you my opinion on it, because I want to know how it works and if it's actually worth the money that they're asking. So what do you think? Want to take this box apart and see what it looks like? I do. So the first thing we'll notice is it comes in a nice sturdy cardboard box. We'll go ahead and just open up this end here by cutting along that little area. And I'm going to slit this. This might not be the best way to open it, but this is how I've always opened my metal detector boxes. Ah, look at that. What does it say? Garrett Ace 400. I was right. Alright, get her out of there. It's like Christmas, isn't it? Enough with that box. Make sure you save that big box, because if you ever have to send this back in, or if you have another metal detector you need to send away, those boxes work great. They're all about the same size, and they just make good boxes to save for that reason. This is what it looks like so far. Garrett Ace 400. I guess it's going to be yellow, I would imagine. What do you think? We're going to find out. This is what we have so far. It's a Garrett Ace 400. It says it has some accessories in here. I saw it somewhere in the box. Headphones and whatnot. Here it is. 3 accessories included in this box. It tells you what it is right there. Let's go ahead and open her up, and we'll be careful because we don't want to damage the box just in case. What do you think? This is what we have. We have a warranty card. And looks like it's good for 2 years, so it's got a good solid 2-year warranty on it, and that's always a nice thing. We have an owner's manual, along with some other doodad. Let's see what that is. There's the owner's manual, which is nice to have something in writing, because so many times nowadays everything's online. And having a manual like this, you can take it with you when you go out in the field and you're trying to learn the machine. I find that to be very helpful. Oh, it's a little cover for the box. I'll put that on and show you how that works. And this is the little doodad to hold the loop on, and I'll show you how that works too. That's just like the Garrett AT Pro so far. Be careful taking this out of here. So far so good. What do you think? Has a nice meter on it, and I like that. Looks just like the AT Gold or AT Pro so far. That's a good sign because they're both really good machines. Headphones, comes with headphones. Can't beat that. A lot of machines don't come with headphones nowadays. This is part of the shaft here. And I'm not sure the best way to get this apart. Let's look and see. There we go. Ah, got a coil cover. Look at that. Nice coil cover. This goes on the bottom of the coil, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And this has a very strong locking doodad on there, and I did not bring some snips for that. What I would recommend you use is like a little piece of little snips, and just cut it right there. Or scissors, I suppose, might work. I'm going to use my knife, but I'm not going to show you that. So I've cut this little strap with a knife, but you probably want to use scissors because it was a little bit dangerous. That way we can get the loop out. It's a nice big double D loop, just like on the Pro. I do not know, they probably aren't compatible, but I don't know for sure, but I'll let you know in the next video when I study up on this thing. Alright, take this out. Maybe. There we go. Alright, we're going to get rid of the box for now. And I'll put this thing together. I'm pretty sure it'll be real easy to put together, considering I've put many machines like this together before. Alright, so this is the contents of the box. And just like it says, everything is here. I was a little bit thrown off about the batteries, because it says there's batteries included, and not being familiar with the Ace series, I did not realize the batteries are actually up here. I'm used to like the AT Pro and AT Gold, and this has a different setup. But to get to the batteries, you just pull this off right here. This just kind of slides off. You can see the batteries are right in there. This is a little tricky getting back on. You got to get it just right. Just like that. And that's all there is to it. So let's go ahead and put this thing together. This is the method I would use. I have not checked the box yet. It might tell you to do something different. This is how I do it. First thing I'm going to do is put this on. I like to use coil covers because it protects the bottom of the coil. Just have to make sure it's nice and tight and sand can't get up underneath there. So you might have to work this down just a little bit. And you definitely have to put it on right side up. It's got to fit really tight, because if it isn't tight, like I said, sand and silt can get up underneath it, and you don't want that to happen, because if you do that and it jiggles a lot, you can actually wear the loop itself. So that's pretty tight, but make sure it's, yeah, there we go. Pop down good all the way around, work it all the way around, just like that, all these corners. You can see it's puffed up a little bit right here, so you want to keep working that down. Same here. Okay, that's better. This is up just a little bit. Okay, the loop is on, while the loop cover is on. Go ahead and take the cable apart. This is the shaft, both ends. Just push these buttons in right here to pull it apart. It's very tight. And we'll go ahead and connect the loop, but we're going to put this together first, because to get it backwards you have to flip the loop around. That's a pain, and I seem to do that a lot, at least with the other machines. This is called a curl knob, and this tightens everything up. I'm going to be honest with you, I had a little bit of a traumatic time trying to put this together, but I think I have it figured out now. They have to make these really tight, because if they don't, people complain because it wiggles. And it's very difficult for me to get this together. But I have it loosened up all the way. I'm going to slide it in there like that. I'm going to let it lock on the first one. And to tighten it down, you just turn this curl knob like that. And that tightens everything up good so it doesn't wiggle. Alright, so we have that on, and hopefully this will be right side up. What we need to do is get the little bolt here in these two washers. Washers are very important. If you do not have them, it will wiggle like crazy and drive you nuts. So you take the little washers and you put them in here. Well, I had another traumatic experience with these little washers. They're a little bit hard to get in, and I actually broke down and read the instruction manual, and it really didn't clarify anything. But when you look at these and you look at the holes, you might notice that one side is actually a little more open than the other side. So I would suggest you put the open side in first. You might also want to apply a little bit of lubrication, like maybe some spit. Kind of gross, but it's actually how I got it in there last time. And again, just look at it and get the wider hole part down so it goes over those little studs right there. Just place it on there. The spit helps it slide down in there a little bit. There. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so once you get it like that, you have both sides on. You just take your loop, and you make sure it's up like that, and the box is up like that, and you just put the, slide that in there between the washers. Should be a little bit tight. There you go. You want to make sure that the washers aren't bunched up in there. You can see on this, my end, it's a little bit bunched up. So I'm going to take it back off and push that back down in there again. They are very tight, which I guess is a good thing, huh? Alright, that should get it. Slide it back on. Make sure they're not bunched up. It looks good. Work this bolt through the hole. Like that. Put the other end on and tighten it down like that. Taking so long. Yeah, it'll take forever if I don't hold the other end. Oh jeez. I made a 10-minute video out of about a 2-minute operation. I apologize for that, but sometimes things just take me a while, especially when I'm nervous. Okay, that's tight enough for now. Okay, now you notice it's upside down. But I think we'll be able to just spin this like that to make it right side up. That should go in one of the slots, just like that. I think on the Pro, the hole is actually along the bottom, so you have to really pay attention to it. But with the Ace, you don't have to worry about it because you can just turn it. All right, we'll go ahead and connect the connector, make sure there's nothing in it. I had it dragging on the ground, but it seems to be fine. Line up there's a little slot in there, and you want to line it up with a little slot in here. Just like that. Press it in there firmly. Tighten it up. Now, I understand that this loop is actually waterproof. The box is not, so you must be very careful. Now see how that's all dangly? You don't want a lot of loose wire here because when you're searching and this wire's flopping around, there's metal in here, so it's moving. You don't want it moving because it will make your loop give false signals perhaps. So you want to tighten it up. And normally what I do is I just put it out to about where I think I'm going to want it, and I'll just spin the loop around a few times. But don't make it too tight, because you definitely don't want it too tight. And just re-snap it, just like that. So I might put another spin on. We should put one more spin on that. Because again, you don't want this flopping around down here like that. It's a little bit floppy. But you definitely don't want it too tight either. So, alright, yeah, that's much better. Alright. And that's it for the machine. So let's do the headphones. You don't have to use headphones. A lot of people don't. But it's good to use when it's windy or you're really trying to listen for quiet signals. And I ought to be really careful taking these things apart because I'm going to give this machine away, like I said, and I don't want to, shouldn't just destroy the box, should I? Alright. I'll have to be a little bit more careful with this thing, I guess. So that's another good reason I didn't destroy the shipping box, because I'm going to have to ship it to one of you guys. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's take it apart. Probably shouldn't even bother, but you guys might want to see what they are, because it does come with the machine. It's all part of it. Very careful here. I'm going to have to break that a little bit, the paper on it. Pull that out gently. Okay, we'll set that aside. That looks pretty simple. This will just plug in right here, like that, and that's all there is to it. You have a machine that's ready to roll. This is a cover that goes over here, like if you're going to be out where, like when it's drizzly or there's a lot of mud around, you might want to put the cover on. I don't usually use them though. I have no idea how to turn it on. Well, let's try the on button. And it's on. Alright, that's it for today. This is the Garrett Ace 400. It took me forever to put it together, but I'm an idiot. You probably can do it in half the time. I'm going to study the manual. I'm going to take this out in the woods and we're going to practice with it a little bit and see if it's worth the money. So far, it seems like it's really sturdy. I like it. It's a nice sturdy machine. So, and we're going to do a giveaway in the next day or two. So watch the Aquachigger channel and watch Bird Dog's channel too, because me and Bird Dog are doing this together. And he has a giveaway going on right now, I believe. So you might want to scoot over to his channel right now and get in on his giveaway. I think he's giving away a t-shirt or two. I'm not sure. Haven't had a chance to check it out yet. But all right, next video is a giveaway. Be on board.